Hello, everybody. This is Mike Gertis from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. Hope you're having a great day. And this, of course, is lovely, wonderful yoga. Hey, what I want to talk to you today about is acceptance. And to begin with, I wonder, is there something in your life that you really have problems accepting right now? I heard that some people have problems accepting the current political situation. I've heard other people have problems accepting the pandemic that's going on. I know that people have problems accepting their body shape, the weight they have, the fact they've been carrying around 15 pounds for the last 15 years and haven't been able to get rid of it. I understand that some people have problems accepting the fact that they're in a job that they don't really enjoy, well, let's put it this way. They climbed the ladder of success only to find out the ladder was leaning against the wrong building. And they have problems accepting that. Sometimes we have problems accepting what our children are doing or what they're not doing. We have problems accepting the current state of world affairs. Sometimes we have problems with our partners or our spouses, and we have problems accepting their ideas or their viewpoint. So I want to share some thoughts with you about that. I know that when I have problem accepting something, what I'm actually doing is I'm giving power to that thing that I am not accepting. I know there was a political movement not long ago. In fact, I think it's still going on in their slogan was resist, resist. Well, the problem is when I'm resisting something, that something always persists. Have you heard the phrase, that which you resist persists? And I'll explain to you why. You see, if I'm resisting something, then I'm already giving that something power. I'm recognizing that that has power over me already, right from the get-go. And I'm trying to wage the best power I can to keep it from taking over me. I've resigned to the fact that it's a power greater than I am. So what the solution is, are all these things that are going on that we're having problems accepting, is to do an about-face. Change our attitude, change our thoughts about the things, and recognize that nothing in this world happens by mistake. It's all God's handiwork. And if we're having a problem accepting what is, we're saying that we're having a problem accepting what God's handiwork looks like, or what God's handiwork is. And the problem with that is we keep looking at it. We keep stirring up resentments within ourselves. We keep stirring up anger and discontent. And as we do that, we just subjectify what we don't want. And of course, the adage is, where focus goes, energy flows. And if I don't like something, if you don't like something, guess what? We get more of that which we don't like. Because the mind, the law of mind, always says yes. Whatever I put into mind, it gives back to me. It reflects back into my experience. So what I need to do is recognize that everything is just the way it's supposed to be and accept it as being the way it's supposed to be right for now. That doesn't mean to say it needs to stay that way. But for example, if I don't accept the fact that the dishes are dirty, I'm probably not going to be planning on washing the dishes. And I know that some people are just going to say, well, everything's perfect, fine, and divine, and I have clean dishes, but you still got a sink full of dishes. We have to accept the fact that some things in our life basically are a sink full of dirty dishes. We need to take a look at where things are at before we can accept where we're going to go. If I consciously accept something, if I consciously accept my body shape the way it is, and I learn to love it, if I learn to If I have problems loving it, just let's say if I learn to accept it, then I'm not fighting against it. It's not a power in itself. And I can choose newly. The best definition of forgiveness I ever heard was to choose newly, to see newly. So as I forgive myself, if I forgive others, I'm choosing to see the situation newly. That things may have been the way they were, and I accept the way things have been the way they were up until now. But moving forward, I can accept a greater idea. I can imagineer the life that I want to experience, the relationships I want to be experiencing, the job, the career that I want to be expressing, the health that I want to be full of. Acceptance is the answer to all of our problems today. And then looking towards what it is that we want to experience, and consciously embodying that within our mind, getting ourselves all excited about it, where life is taking us, because life will take us where we choose to go. And that's the message for today. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and make sure that you tune in tomorrow when Reverend Dr. Maxine Kay will be sharing the Love Note. I also want to remind you that Sunday she'll be sharing from a live stream from the center itself, and we'll look forward to seeing that and seeing you when we get a chance to see you. Our website is cslphilly.org. Check that out, because when you go to cslphilly.org, you can link to our live streams. You can link to other Love Notes. You can find out classes that are coming up. There's lots of exciting things that are happening, and you can make a contribution. Now, one thing about contributions, yes, your contributions say a lot. They say a lot about what you care for, about the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, and about what we bring to you, the value you have in it. But something else. What you give towards spirit represents your spiritual barometer. Where are you putting your faith these days? Fear? Faith? You choose. Thanks again. Bye-bye.